Alrighty, everybody. It is Monday, February the 12th, 2018, episode 207. And I have Mr. Cedric Groomes of Vision Media.
Okay.
What's up, dude?
It. What's up with it, man? I like the intro, though. I really do appreciate it, though. Like,
Hey.
you know what I'm saying? Got to represent the brand. You know what I mean?
Your levels are perfect. Everything's going good. We're having a fun time so far. It's Saturday evening for us.
Yeah. You got me high as shit. Like,
Got you
I
high
fuck
as
with
shit.
it. Yeah,
That's
I
the
fuck
couch
with it.
talk way. You know, if you want to be a guest, I will get you high if that's your flavor. You know, I'm not a big drinker, but if you want to drink, maybe I'll get drunk with you too. It just depends.
Now being drunk, the thing about being drunk is like you have no consequence. So it's like I'd rather not be drunk.
What do you mean by that? There's no consequence of being
like,
drunk.
You know, when you drunk, like, the drunk man tells no tale. Like when you drunk and you in that moment, like you feel like anything can go.
Nothing.
You can do anything. You're invincible. Nothing can stop you. You know what I mean? You can get through any feat.
I feel you on that, but I don't know. I feel like that shouldn't be the way it is. Like when you're drunk, I don't know why everyone's like, "Well, I was drunk. It doesn't count." Like, what the fuck is that?
I don't want to say it doesn't count because you got to take responsibility for what you did. Like, period. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you know the circumstances of you drinking. You know the consequences before you go into that state. So I'm just saying, once you're in that state, it's like you're aware of them. You just don't care.
Yeah, you definitely don't. Your inhibitions are just like, they're all gone. You're just doing whatever.
You're just like, all right, bro. Like, I'm just winging it. Like at this point,
dude. That's why people
shit.
love it so much. You know.
But like getting high, see, this is why I fuck with getting high. See, it's funny how they allow liquor and shit,
right?
But then they don't fuck with weed. But it's like no one dies from tree, but so much fucked up shit comes from liquor. Like people beating on their family, all type of crazy ass shit.
It makes no fucking sense to me, dude. That like, not that. Alcohol is legal because whatever, that's cool, but to have alcohol legal and have weed illegal,
it's just insane.
It's so crazy. And then there's still so many people who like stand by that and think like, oh well, it's not that bad, you know, to drink. Like I had a girl on my podcast who her husband drinks, she said, every night. Like it's only like 2 or 3 beers, but it's every single night, you know. And I'm like, okay, whoa, like what is an alcoholic to you? Like, because if this person was, you know, smoking weed 2 or 3 times a day, you would say that they're a pothead.
Yeah, they're a pothead.
Or if they smoke crack just 2 or 3 times a day, they're a crackhead. You know what I mean? And like your husband is, just because he's not ruining his life, like that's not being addicted to something. And she would not understand what I was saying, or at least she wouldn't like come to an understanding with me on it. She's like, no, he's doing fine. Like his life isn't out of control. He's just having, 2-3 beers a night. And I'm like, I'm not saying it's a bad, destructive thing, but like there's such a double standard that you're okay with him doing that, but like you don't like that I smoke weed. Damn. You know, it's really weird, dude.
Because it's like, I believe an alcoholic, like a person who drinks uncontrollably. That's how I feel about an alcoholic. It's not. I don't feel like it's necessarily the quantity. I feel like it's how you handle it when you do it. If that makes sense.
1,000%.
I feel like if you going like all out of whack, you doing crazy shit.
I know what
like,
you're saying.
You threatening jumping off of buildings. You trying to fight people. You're an alcoholic.
Yeah.
But if you can control yourself, you in a nice, fine environment. You know what I'm saying. You do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, to a certain degree. Like you don't go overboard with it. You
See,
know what I mean?
think that's what the stigma has turned alcoholic the definition into. What I'm saying is like alcoholic, the definition would be like you drink all the time basically. So to me, you don't have to have a ruined life to be an alcoholic. And like it's like the AA thing, like it's just like coke and heroin and pills and bars and weed to them. Like if you do it every day, it doesn't matter if your life is ruined, if you have your shit together or not. Like you're still doing it every day.
So
like
you're in the profile.
Right. Like if somebody drank coffee every single day, like you would say they're addicted to coffee, right? Like, why does it have to be a bad thing to be addicted to something? That's what I mean by all this.
Because addicted is a strong word. People typically don't like that word.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not a fan of that word either.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Addicting sounds attacking. Like, that's how it feels. It
It's
feels
a
like
stigma.
Yeah.
Like, it's like addictive to me would be anything that you do every single day. So it doesn't mean if you have one beer a day, that doesn't make you an alcoholic in the terms of what the stigma has turned the definition of alcoholic into, which we just discussed is, but in reality, alcoholic is someone who's addicted to alcohol. So if you're doing that every single day, it's no different than if you do one bump of Coke every day. Like, that's probably not going to ruin your life, but you're still doing something every single day
on a consistent basis.
Right. So it doesn't matter if like your life's out of control. Like, I'm addicted to weed in that I do it every single day. It doesn't mean that weed's holding me back. It doesn't mean that weed's, ruined my life. But like, I smoke weed every day. I'm not going to say I'm not addicted to it. Like that. Like, I want to smoke weed every day. That to me is also a bigger part of addiction in the definition of it. Like, not only is it something you're doing every day, but you crave and want to do it. You look forward to doing it, So we have all these, like, it just got this negative connotation put upon the word. I mean, it wouldn't be negative to be addicted to being healthy. I'm addicted to healthy foods.
That's very true.
My dad's addicted to the ketogenic diet right now, and he's doing great.
I have no clue what that is. What is that?
Basically, it's a diet where you don't eat sugars or carbs or anything. You put your body into ketosis, which means that your body is being fueled off of just fats, not like sugars and all the other things. Like, it's good fats. So you actually like lose weight and stuff, and it's like really good for you. It makes you feel good.
This sounds like some crazy shit.
Yeah, it's really good for you. It's like the biggest diet going around right now. Joe Rogan talks about it like all the time. He's actually on it. But you go through like a keto flu. Like, you have like withdrawals because your body, like, dude, we're also addicted to sugar. It's insane.
Yeah.
And
I agree with that.
Yeah, so
Definitely.
once you do this, you like, people get sick. It's called the keto flu. And you get like starved of everything, and you're craving all this shit, and you're like sick, like a fucking dope addict. And then your body starts you get into ketosis, and then you're fine because your body starts burning the good fats. Like, you know what I mean? Like, how there's this thing about fats are bad for you. It's all this big lie that's been told to us, basically. The sugar industry paid off Harvard scientists to say that trans fats and all these fats were terrible for you, and to get everything away from sugar. So they put sugar in everything and got everyone addicted to sugar. Yeah. It's this huge fucking bullshit thing. What isn't bullshit?
Yeah, at this point point in life, everything is I've learned so much bullshit that it's insane.
It's all on the internet.
There's a lot of things I won't talk about on here, but like,
why not?
Did you turn me off?
No, I didn't turn you off. You won't talk about it? You're done. I'm turning you off.
Nah, it's just some deep government shit. You know what I mean? It's just one of them things that it's just one of them things, dog. Like, it just gets deep.
Yeah, here's the thing. I've definitely been listened to and everything. You know what I mean? Like, I've talked about some wild shit on here. But, like, at the end of the day, what are they going to do? Like, are they literally going to kill me? Because, like, what influence am I having? You know what I mean? Like,
I think they're more. Well, it's when you get the influence that, you know what I'm saying? Because what you're doing, you're gonna get to a point where you're gonna have the influence to curve a whole bunch of people's opinions at one time. And if you have that effect, like, and you have so many people viewing in on this one particular thing, it's gonna cause attention, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah. I don't know, dude. Like, I feel like we're getting in this age now where like they're not going to be able to do that anymore. Like they're doing it still and they're getting caught every single time. Like all these people that have died with the Hillary Clinton bullshit, like from like everyone knows basically that it's all just a bunch of BS. Like this one dude got killed in front of his house at like 4 a.m, shot in the head, and it was a robbery. They didn't steal anything. And he was some guy who was like about to testify the next day on the Clinton Foundation and shit. It's just crazy stuff that they're doing it, but we're finding out. So what I'm saying is like we're getting in this age where I don't think they're going to be able to silence us like how they used to be able to.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
more people are noticing.
That shit's over, dude.
And the media is making it spread more too. So
oh yeah,
the
man.
media is getting crazy.
And as bad as, you know, Facebook and the internet is, and just it's all a bunch of BS and stuff, there's so much disinformation, but there's also a lot of real information that's being, you know, fed through all of it, like to everybody. And it's opened up like the eyes of our parents' generation to the things that we're saying. Like when it comes to the conspiracy and the government BS and just all this, you know, fucking you over stuff that they never knew because they never had a way to find out. We found out, we tried to tell them, and they thought we were absurd. But now they're getting this information on their own without us telling them.
And they're seeing the signs.
Right. And they're like,
seeing the signs,
waking up. And it's just this thing where like, at this point, everyone believes in one conspiracy theory. At least one.
At least one.
Whether it's the Las Vegas shooting,
come on.
9/11, the moon, JFK.
Yeah.
It's like
I don't believe in none of that shit.
Everyone believes in some conspiracy, at least one. That's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
That's amazing. You know what I mean? Like that's really good for the future.
It's that, and it's just the lens. It's just how it shows me how smart our generation really is. Cause it seems like you can trick a lot of us, but when you really get to talk, like when you really get to talk to people, like, you know what I'm saying? I guess I don't want to say like us, but people who are on that enlightened type level and they understand a lot more things than what they quote unquote should. Mm-hmm. When you start meeting them kind of people, you be like, damn, it's actually a lot of us out here who really understand, like, bro, we know this shit. And then we'll go back and like tell our parents and they'll be like you right about that. They won't believe that shit. There's a lot of stuff I don't try to tell my mom about. She'll be like, she'll just shrug it off, like, you know what I'm saying? Or do
they have to find out for themselves.
Yeah.
Like our parents I don't mean our parents, like, I mean your parents, my parents. When I interact with like my dad and I tell him something, it doesn't hold the same weight in terms of validity as it would if he's on Facebook just scrolling along and find some video that says the exact same thing. You know what I mean? So like it's fucked up, but it's the same thing. I mean, I'm sure when we were kids, we learned from other people in a way, like we took to other people's advice better than we did our parents. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't know why it is, but we have this, I think human beings in general have this weird, like, if you're really close to me, if you tell me something new or, you know, something big, I just don't believe it for some reason. But if I find out from someone else who I don't really know as well, for some reason it just matters. It's so dumb.
It's like it clicks. It's like, all right, yeah, he might be right. He might be on to something. Yeah, but then your people will be telling you that for years and you won't hear it.
Yeah,
like, you
exactly.
Just won't get it. Like it's weird. I don't know why it's like that. It's almost like the human nature to seek knowledge. I think that's what it is. Like to see it outside of what you know. Right. Like because when people around you try to keep telling you the same thing, it kind of like wears off. It's not as effective as if they said it the first time. Mm-hmm. But like when you meet that stranger and they be like, oh yeah, you be like, oh shit, all right. And they'd be like, oh, you need to go check out. You be like, oh damn, okay, so other people know about this shit. Mm-hmm. So it make you want to get up and go do it. Like
it feels like you sought it out.
Yeah. Right. And then plus is one of them things where it's like if the people around you tell you to do a certain thing, it's like, well, why haven't you done that certain thing? And then like, you know what I'm saying, in the back of your mind, it makes you not want to believe them because it's like, bro, I'm seeing you purposely not do that. Like, you see what I'm saying? You're literally not doing that, so why would I listen to you? Yeah. Versus a stranger, person you never met before, out of the blue, boom, go do this. Or it just, I don't know, it just feels more powerful. It's just, like I said, it's just like wanting to seek knowledge, like it's true. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you know what I mean? Not saying that people close to you are wrong. That, like, truth be told, they be right a lot of the time.
Yeah.
They be right a lot of the times.
Why would they tell you wrong shit? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They don't want to be wrong because then they're wrong to someone they know. And it sucks to be wrong.
Yeah.
And we just, I don't know.
In any
humans,
situation.
We love discovering stuff and presenting it to the people close to us. So I feel like when someone close to you presents something to you, you're like, I didn't find that out. Like, it can't be true. Like, I know everything they know. Like, how do they know what I don't know? Like, fuck that. That's not something that I found out. So I don't think so, you know? I'll have to look into it. Or when someone else tells you something, you literally don't even look into it. You're just like, oh, that's true. You know? That's why all these YouTube people do so well when they come up with these, like, flat earth videos and everything and all this crazy nonsense. It's like, okay, the facts that they're saying are not facts, but they present things as facts, and it doesn't matter.
It really don't.
It doesn't matter if it's not real or not. It's still there.
Yeah, they said it. They still said it.
Right, and they still said it, and they kept moving on, and they're doing fact after fact after fact. That's not a fact, but they're saying it with such conviction.
Because 8 out of 10 people not gonna go back and search.
Dude, I think it would seriously be like 9.5 out of 10 people.
Who is the half person?
But you know what I mean? You're getting into higher percentages. I think it's like 95 out of 100 don't.
Damn, boy, that is crazy.
Dude.
I believe that too, though, low key. But it's like, damn. I don't know, because I feel like I'm one of those people. Like, I'll go back and search that bit. Like,
dude, yeah.
just
every time I see something, I'm like, wait, what? And I just instantly press pause on the video and look it up.
You have to, because it's like, bro,
I don't want to waste my time watching the rest of the video. If I find something that I think is bullshit and I look it up and it's bullshit, I'm not watching the rest of the video. What's the point? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I believe that about some things. It's certain videos, though, that make you want to keep watching them bitches. Like, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. There's some videos that are absolutely great. There's people who are great at making videos. Mm-hmm. And for, like, that's that thing. Like I was saying, we don't know these people. So we think our process of research is so good. So when we stumble upon something, that's right. And when we find this video of fucking Theodore Cockmouth, who has this YouTube conspiracy page, and he has this flat earth video, we found that through our research, and we're like, oh, there's this guy, we see this video, and he says all this shit as fact. You take it as fact, and you're like, oh my God, my mind's been blown. Instead of like, this could easily be wrong. Because you just hold so much, we have this like grandiose thought that like, how we get information is how it's all true. It's all valid.
I think it's really about how the company sells the brand, to be honest. And that comes with a lot of things. Like, all these fancy designer shit. But come on, bro. There's no way in hell you finna tell me this such and such is worth like 10 grand or like 5 grand.
All that shit's ridiculous.
There's nothing different from this and that. Like, it's just literally just them saying it and a bunch of people saying, hey, all right, it's like mass population. You're trying to get a whole bunch of people to vote for this one thing. It's like, bro, no, I'm not voting for that shit.
Dude.
Like, no, bro. You got people literally spending $200 on a pair of jeans. Even though that's something little to what I'm saying, I'm not spending over probably $40 for a pair of jeans.
Hell no, dude.
There's no way. Like, it's crazy.
I have one pair of jeans because of that. One pair. I have one pair of jeans. I have a pair of jeans. I have a pair of khaki Michael Kors pants that are actually Jarrell Jones's that we switched pants one night. That's not nearly as gay as it sounds. I was at his house and I needed to borrow some pants. We're going out. I borrowed his pants. But and then I have a pair of blue like Banana Republic pants, a pair of black pants. That's probably it.
Yeah, I only got about 6 or 7 pair of pants myself. And about 2 or 3 of those are like khaki like type dressy type pants.
Right. I have those as well. You know, I have some like nice pants for like a special occasion.
I'm not really I'm not big on spending cash for like what I really spend on is like local shit. Like if
such
it's
as?
like CJK. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
shout out.
Like shout out CJK. Like a copy
CJ's
of stuff.
fucking
You know
awesome,
what I mean?
dude.
Like stuff like that. Like,
I have his walking lick hat.
Yeah, I got a few items from him. Yeah,
I usually have it hanging up from that mic stand, but I just wore it, so it's in my room. I love that shit, dude.
So shout out to the, you know what I'm saying, like Part On, like, you know what I'm saying, my homie got a Part On hoodie. We got some stuff from them boys, like, you know what I'm saying.
Tight, dude.
Yeah, it is, bro. Like, I love, like, when I see local clothing, like, cause it's like, bro, I'd rather give y'all my money, cause you know what I mean, like, putting it back into the community for real. Cause I know you gonna help circulate this shit, like, you gonna help, you know what I mean?
Yeah, dude.
This shit go around, like, and that's what I look forward to. Like, even then, like, I'd rather put. Damn, this is gonna sound racist, but I'm gonna say it anyway.
Just say it doesn't matter.
I rather put it into the hands of a male, you know what I mean, that shares my struggle.
Why
like,
was that racist?
Shit.
Do you mean sexist?
No,
or do you mean black male?
No. Cause what I was originally gonna say was black. I was originally gonna say black, but I switched it because I don't like saying black. I don't like saying that. Like,
what do you like to say?
I really like to say human. Like, I don't like to diversify. Like, I really don't. In the back of my mind, like, that's just a thing for me. Like, I don't like separating it. Like, I try to keep myself on that, but it's difficult. Being raised 22 years now.
You're only 22?
Yeah, I just turned 22 February 1st. Yeah, so just turned 20. Yeah.
So cute. Where'd you go to high school?
Frank H. Peterson, actually. Yeah.
Where's that?
On the west side, like off Wilson Boulevard. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
But
yeah,
class?
man.
When'd you graduate?
2014.
2014.
Yeah.
Okay, that was 2010.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, right? Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
But I look like I was 2014. I look young, dude.
Yeah.
So I went to Taraguacha tonight with my dad, and I got ID'd because with some dessert there was liquor, and the waitress goes, "How old are you?" And I was like, I had no idea why she'd be asking me that, you know. So I was like, I'm 25, and she was like, "Oh, really? Let me see your ID." Yeah, and I gave her my ID, and she was like, "Oh, wow, I did not believe you." You know, I get carded for lighters 3 times in my life. I've been carded for a lighter. Like, I'm 25 years old, dude. This is crazy. You kind of have a baby face too, though. I could see you getting carded for some shit.
Yeah, I get carded a lot.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But I ain't gonna lie. When all this like gets furry and I don't get a haircut, like I don't get carded. Like,
I can't,
at all.
dude.
Like,
I shave all the time, so I don't even know if I could get a beard because I would never try. But like, I
don't like facial hair either.
I'll probably be like 38 before I can get a beard, dude. 39.
God damn.
Who knows? I mean, I do shave every 3 days, 2 days, because it gets kind of like weird. You know, I'm definitely not consistent beard action. I mean, how weird would I look with a beard? That would be a weird look.
I could see it if it was like really thick and it like matched your hair. That'd be fire. It'll be complete.
Ooh.
Like it'll be complete. Like
Put on some glasses and look like the mystery man.
Nah, no glasses.
No glasses.
You gotta keep it OG. No glasses.
Okay.
And no mustache either. So it'll be like baby beard right here.
Oh wow, that would look really weird.
Here and then just stick that shit.
Is that a thing? Have I seen that? A non-mustache full beard?
I've seen that once or twice. I think Tory Lanez has that.
I wish I knew what Tory Lanez looked like.
Oh, you've never seen one,
dude.
I didn't know what he really looked like till recently either. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like,
I'm so disconnected. I don't know what anyone looks like, dude. I know what that Uzi Vert guy looks like. He's all over the social medias.
How you feel about him?
I mean, I honestly have never listened to a song. Like, I have no idea. I don't like him based off of what everyone's told me, but I don't actually know.
Oh, you see. I'm glad you said it because I gotta get into this, bro. We gotta stop judging things based on others' opinions. Like, yeah, because as human, that's natural human error. We do that a lot. Because I find myself doing that. Like, I'll judge something. Like, you know, growing up, naturally you're gonna hate cops. Most people around you, especially when you do drugs and stuff, most people around you are gonna say, "Oh, fuck the police." You have no clue why you're saying it. You just want to.
Scary. They're scary. You got weed in your pocket. You're scared.
Yeah, like shit like that. Like, but it's one of them things where it's like, even before you even knew the law, you see what I'm saying? It was almost like by default you were trained to hate them, like type shit through the music. You know what I'm saying? Through the 440 hertz, like. They don't know about that. Well, that's some other shit.
I don't know what that is. What is that?
It's like
the frequency?
Yeah, the frequency in the music.
Ooh, yeah, it gets you all fucking zombied.
It gets you like all jittery. Like, it gets you up and amped, makes your blood pressure raise. Like, all type of crazy shit.
Of a different thing. I think I'm thinking of fluoride.
What?
Fluoride, what they do to water. It's like the 4 of whatever you just said is to music, is fluoride is to water in our supply.
What does fluoride do?
Calms you and mellows you and keeps you like open to manipulation.
Like your pineal gland.
It opens it up.
Okay.
So it closes your pineal
Oh, it closes it. That's right.
They say
So
it calcifies.
Whoa.
Hitler did it,
Yeah.
and we're doing it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
It's like toothpaste and it's water.
it's everywhere.
Oh, really?
That's what
Yeah, it's really bad.
Shit.
Yeah,
That's new. That's the first time hearing of that.
it's not wild.
Yeah, damn.
That's what happens. For the people who are wondering why there was a weird little me saying shit and you couldn't tell, we have Easy in the building. He's sitting over there chilling. Me and him are playing flag football tomorrow and doing a podcast after. And
Hey, that's fine. What the fuck?
yeah. I mean, you trying to play?
I got.
We have a shitload of
places I
people
gotta go
playing, so
tomorrow.
like I don't.
That'd be fun as fuck, but I'm booked. I have stuff to do
That's
tomorrow,
amazing.
sorry.
Good for you. That's fucking fire. Isn't it awesome to be booked?
Yeah,
It feels good.
Like it does, but it's like it's time to work. Like that's what it means.
Yeah, it
It's
feels
time to
so
work,
good
yeah.
though. You're like, yes, I'm doing this. But yeah, we're playing flag. I mean, we're gonna be doing this every week, so next week you can play.
That'd be fun, bro. That's
Yeah.
fine that y'all doing that though, bro.
Yeah,
Like seriously,
yeah,
bro.
it's gonna be
Keep
really
active,
fun.
stay active for real.
Yeah, we're playing with some like
Exactly.
older. I mean, they're definitely older. So me and Easy are gonna be a shitting
yeah.
on people. I guarantee you, I tear someone's ACL this year. Guaranteed.
Oh, you
From
be getting
fucking-
down like that?
Oh, dude,
I'm off somebody.
CJ,
I'm covering you.
All right.
It's on, dude.
That's yeah.
You're covering me. I'm covering you, and we're getting that shit tomorrow.
That-
And we're doing the podcast after. We're gonna wear mics. We're doing a mic'd up Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh,
presents.
that'll be fine. That'll be fine. Like that's gonna be clean for
Wouldn't
real.
that be
though. That's
so
gonna be
dope?
fine.
I don't have like mics or anything, but that would.
NFL film just coming.
You connect this to the helmet. Or
We
like,
ain't got helmets, dude. It's flag football. Wearing helmets out there and shit.
or
Pads.
you can put on a helmet and then like wear it, and then that's how
I'm
you
not
connect
wearing a
the camera.
helmet, dude. It's gonna be hot as hell
We
tomorrow.
did a headband.
Headband.
It's not gonna hold that bit.
Put that bitch in my pocket. Dude, I just put my phone on record. Voice memo. Duct taped it to my motherfucking chest. I'm not wearing it. I'll just have a duct tape wrap around my body. That'll hurt. With my no hair on my I have no hair on my body. It would not hurt when I took it off.
Oh, shit
I'm the
crazy.
hairless horseman.
Shit crazy.
So you just got a guitar. Your girlfriend got it for you. That is so cute.
Yeah.
Good for you. That's
she's
good.
got
That's a
her
good
first
girlfriend,
one,
dude. That's fire.
I'm actually gonna it's gonna be crazy. I'm gonna learn this very quickly.
Dude, yeah, put in your work and
Yeah.
it's so fun. What made you want to get one?
I mean, bro, to be honest, in my life, I always wanted
I've always wanted to be a guitar man.
to play an instrument.
What guitar?
Nah, but for real though, the Jackson 5, like one of my favorite groups, and I thought it was the 5 had Jermaine like he would dance and he would play the guitar at the same time. I'm like, how the fuck is he doing that shit? Like he's singing, he's dancing and playing all in tune. Like he's you know what I mean? I'm like, that shit always stuck with me.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of the first impressions. Like it was like, man, what the hell? And that always made me want to like try that shit. Not even try it, do it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
So now at 22 years old, you got your first guitar.
22 years old, I had my first
think that's
guitar.
so sick.
Like, goddamn.
You are going to get
Appreciate-
so addicted to it.
Yeah.
And that's a good size too. You can travel with it.
Yeah, she was
For
worried. Yeah, but it's perfect though.
Like
It's perfect.
that's so perfect for your first guitar. Take that thing everywhere with you, dude. Just don't get frustrated. Just keep playing, practice, do that thing I showed you going up and down on every string. Seriously.
Every string.
Every fucking string, dude. And before you do anything, like that's how you start every day. You do that warm-up drill from bottom string to top string, and then you start fucking around. Because you feel it, you know what I mean? You get your fingers all going, and it's gonna hurt, dude. It's gonna be very hard to do that. It's weird. I remember when I first started trying, I was like, Jesus, I cannot do this. I kept fucking up, and I was so mad, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You get frustrated.
Yeah, I already know I'm gonna get frustrated. I get aggravated so quickly.
But you can. It'll be cool because you can be recording yourself later and everything. Get one of these, get a little mixer and plug your guitar into it. That shit is so fucking sick, dude. Yeah.
All type of crazy shit.
Yeah. I mean, definitely I would wait at least a year or something to get an electric guitar.
I thought they said that's easier.
It is. I learned on electric guitar. I don't really care to play acoustic, but that acoustic guitar is such an amazing guitar and so beautiful. I love it. But I think learning on acoustic is better. I think you're a better guitar player. I don't know. It's just, it builds up your fingers better. Acoustic's a lot rougher on your hands. It's it's harder.
It's like it's a harder learning experience. So the curve is better.
Right.
So it's like you're not. So it's like if you learn too easy, then you got to upgrade again. Like when it comes to acoustic, is that what you mean? Like you got to work even harder to learn that, or it's like acoustic, you learn both of them at the same time.
I mean, just to make an acoustic sound good consistently takes a lot more skill than to make an electric guitar sound good consistently.
Okay.
Especially if you're playing with a lot of gain, like a lot of distortion. You can mess up and it might even sound good, you know? So, I mean, dude, when you see at these concerts, these guitar players, and they're doing these, like, crazy guitar stuff, solos, and, dude, you go up there with a guitar that fucking loud, and it's that expensive.
Well, you think about it like that.
And you have
like,
all these, you have all these pedals that you step on, and it makes it make all these weird noises. Dude, anyone can fucking go up there and, if you know anything about guitar, you can shred with that equipment because it's meant to sound perfect. They just go up there and make all these weird sound effects and just fucking it sounds all crazy, but they're not doing shit, dude. Now, don't get me wrong. There's some guitar players who are up there doing amazing shit, but like,
shout out Anna DeFranco.
Who's that?
She's like this Spain. She's a Spanish guitar player. She's raw. She sings too.
Is she here in town?
Nah, she's like, she plays overseas. Like that's her hometown. Like,
how do you know about her?
I actually learned about it from Willow Smith. Yeah, so shout out Willow. I actually watched like a little video that she did on YouTube, and she mentioned her, and I actually went to go search her because she was showing about this song that she made. Well, not she made, but the Anna DeFranco made, and she's playing the guitar like really fucking fast. I can't think of what the name is called right now, but it was like a really raw song to listen to because it's like, damn, when you really think about it, she's strumming this bitch fast as fuck. Like she was really killing that shit.
There are some people who are so good at guitar. I mean, it is like, it's crazy that they're not like making a living off of it. Like that's what's crazy about music to me is the amount of talent that goes undiscovered.
Yeah. It's real sad, though, when you think about it.
Oh, dude, especially once you get into instruments, it's insane how many people are just fucking beasts, dude.
Because nowadays, it's like everybody just using the computer, copy, paste. But you really got people who are actually blood, sweat, and tears learning these goddamn instruments and getting no credit. Good. I hate that shit so much. Because it's like, bro, they are natural. They raw. Like, they learning. They building to get this raw versus somebody copy and pasting on FL. Not even that. Like, you got to buy a whole damn guitar. You can crack FL. See, it's fucked up. Like, it's the game fucked up. Like, people don't really look at it that way.
What do you, like, what's your goal? What do you want to be doing in 10 years? Like, what's your ultimate goal?
Oh, shit. To be honest, all right, 10 years, I want Vision Media to be a fully functioning advertising and marketing company.
You're Detour's brother, right?
Yeah, I'm Detour's brother.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah.
I was trying to think. I was like, whose brother is he? Whose brother? I know. I was like, it's got to be Detour's brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my little brother. Yeah.
Wait, that's your little brother.
Yeah, that's my little brother.
I keep forgetting he's so young, dude.
He's actually only 3 months younger than me.
But y'all are so young, and I keep thinking you're my age.
Yeah.
Like when you just said you're 22, I'm like,
well, I'm your age at heart.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I like that. 14. We're 14 at heart. We're all 14 at heart.
Yeah, real shit though.
What? Okay. How old do you think you are at heart?
I'm 13.
13. Yeah. See, to me, like, you still feel like you're that old, right?
Yeah.
It's so weird, and there's like older people still and shit.
Because I haven't really grown up in here yet. Like, I haven't really.
Yeah, you're like, oh, they're 26, they're old as hell, and then I'm like, wait, I'm about to be 26. It's weird, dude. It is so weird. Okay, but back to your dreams. So you want to be in LA?
I want to be in LA.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm actually. This year is the year. I'm actually going to touch down in LA. I'm not going to move there on my first attempt. Not my first go there. I have to go there, fill it out. You know what I mean?
How so? How do you plan on doing that?
I want to go around. I want to actually find the scene, find the right things to search, follow the right hashtags so I can build my knowledge on LA first. You know what I'm saying? Actually know something about it. Because right now, I really know, I only know a little things like artists come here, they go there, shopping here, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. Small things. Yeah. I want to know like the venues where certain photographers meet up. Yeah, like maybe certain people meet up at like a certain time of the month, business meetings, like, you know what I'm saying? People or nonprofit organizations type parties, things like that. You know what I mean? Things that could really like put me in the position I need to be at. Not like where everybody else is like going, like, you know what I'm saying, and falling short at.
I think you'd do really good in LA, dude. Honestly, I really do. You're just so cool and like laid back. I think you'd be like a breath of fresh air to everyone because you don't seem like desperate. And
yeah, I'm not desperate. Like,
from what I know about LA, from just listening to a shitload of podcasts from people that live there and talk about it all the time, it's the desperation that the people can smell, and that's what they turn away. They want. It's like when people go in for acting gigs and stuff, everyone talks about like how the guy that doesn't give a shit about it at all always gets the part. It's just this weird thing, like, not that you don't give a shit about it, that you're not willing to do it, but that like you don't need this, quote unquote, and they can smell when you need it, dude. You know what I mean? And that's just not attractive. And it's like that all across the board, even with girls and everything. That's like,
just crazy. That's very true though.
Yeah, as soon as you know that you have this girl, she just gets a little bit less hot. It's weird. I don't know what it is, but that's when it's not love.
Yeah,
I'm talking about like on a less level, just like you're just like two people that are gonna fuck. Like you're so into it. This is so crazy, this girl, and it's really weird how when a girl's really straightforward and how like she wants you and shit, and then you guys get together, it's like it's so cool up until it. So it's like, oh, this is dope. Like, this is awesome. And then you guys fuck. Awesome. And then immediately, like, you're, like, turned off by it. You're like, oh, what the fuck? Like, it's just, I don't know. It's really hard to explain.
It's the bus syndrome.
Whoa.
It's the bus syndrome.
Yeah.
Like, when you bust, it's weird. Like, even when you're, like, by yourself and you're jacking off, like, you
changes
bust,
everything.
It changes everything. Like, when you bust, like, your mind just, bro, what the fuck am I doing? Like,
the worst thing in the world is
nasty bitch. Like, you were just
you're like
disgusting.
texting girls and it's not really working out, so you start whacking off, and then it starts working out, but you're like, fuck, I'm already whacking off. I don't give a shit. I'm like, now you're texting back. Great. Sorry.
It was a meme on Twitter.
We can just hang out tomorrow.
It was the damn. Oh my god, I don't want to fuck it up, so I'm not gonna say it.
You gotta say it now, Jesus fucking
I'm not gonna say it. Fuck it. It was like, you know, the little author hand. You know the little meme they was doing with the author hand for the longest.
Oh, mad.
It was like the dude sends a text, "Hey, what you doing?" 30 minutes later, and she responds, and then he's like with the hand, but it's like
it's fucking hilarious, dude. It really does change everything, though. Like the best. I don't really like drink anymore, but when I used to get like really drunk,
man, no.
I mean, dude, I'll drink. Don't get me wrong, but like I just,
but you don't get shitty.
Like I don't go out and all that shit. So like on all those nights where I used to like go out and then you don't score, so then you get into your phone and you're like searching, and you do all these like texts, and then it's like a few hours later and you're like, fuck this, I'm whacking off. You know what I mean? And then you whack off, and then you like you look through your phone and you're like, what the fuck was I doing? Like, not even the next morning. Like, as soon as you're done whacking off, it instantly goes away of you thinking that all that shit was a good idea. Like, it was such a good idea.
That's
right
crazy.
Before that.
It's crazy.
And then boom, it's gone, and you're like, fuck that idea. Like, why was I texting her? And it's not like, oh, that's my ex. I mean, like, a girl you would never want to hang out with or do anything with, and you're just hitting her up like randomly. Like, what the fuck am I doing? That's why I don't like to be drinking and shit anymore. It's just so dumb, dude. It makes you do that. Like, you don't do that when you smoke weed. You know what I mean?
You don't do that.
You don't.
You don't. You do not.
You just go straight to whacking off, dude. You accept your fate. You accept your fate.
Hey, this is outrageous, man.
I mean, would you rather only be able to drink for the rest of your life or only be able to smoke?
Man.
Damn.
Is there some middle ground?
No, there's no middle ground. It's one or the other.
One or
Drinking
the
or
other type
smoking.
thing. They gotta be smoking. Cause I don't like drinking that much.
Yeah, like what?
But if it was gonna be a middle ground, I would choose to do neither. Like,
To neither.
I
What's
do
that?
neither, yeah.
That wasn't the middle ground I expected.
yeah, it wasn't what anybody was expecting.
Yeah.
So, my goal, like by the time I'm 25, I want to be done like changing altering my soberness. I want to be done doing it for like a while so I can get back to the real feel of reality.
Wow.
And I feel like I've been smoking every day for the past 3 to 4 years, and I've really distorted and tainted my feel on life for real. Like, you know what I mean? It's
wow, dude, you just changed my life.
Yeah, it's different.
That was heavy. Thank you. 'Cause I feel the same way. Good shit.
Yeah.
Podcasts are awesome, dude. People drop knowledge.
Yeah, man.
That is so true, dude. People, you don't realize it. Like, you do disconnect.
Yeah, I'm disconnected. Like, that's the problem. Like even
Wow.
like even the small things like when you do is so much in life, you start to lose the appreciation for it for real. Like, and I don't feel like I've really felt the appreciation for life in a long time, like I should.
What do you mean by that? You're not appreciating life.
Like, I feel like I'm not doing everything that I know that I could be doing. Like, there's no reason. At my point in my life, I'm understanding that I don't believe in time, so I'm a little different. Like, when it comes to shit.
What do you mean by you don't believe in time?
Like, could I believe like time is like man-made? You know what I mean? So with time being man-made, another person told me when I was supposed to do something. Cause I feel like time is a thing people use to instill fear in another person. That's what I believe in. So when people use, even though people gonna say, "Oh, we use it to keep up," blah blah blah. When you think of time, time is a limit. So you think, "Oh shit, I got by this age to do this, and this, and this." But really, that's slowing you down instead of speeding you up. That's how I feel.
Well, I mean, don't you think time's just like, no? I mean, this would also be time. Like, oh, this is when the sun's at the highest point in the day. And you recognize that, and this is when it's the darkest at night. You know what I mean? Like, it's all.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
now when it comes to that, like, you know what I mean? That's a little. I mean, like when it comes to like birthdays, like keeping up with age, like
that's
when
like, but
when
it's
it
like
gets
saying
deeper.
numbers are holding us back because like,
see,
I get what you're saying, but like, it's something that's created just to track stuff. Now, don't get me wrong. People might then use it, which is fucking what's happening with everything. Like, look at our society, like. Our political system was such a good idea and it had so much like beautiful intentions, but it doesn't work now, dude. You know what I mean? Like, it's outgrown itself. Do you think like is this gonna last, dude? Like, we're past this shit, dude.
No, I know it's not gonna last. Like I said, like how we were saying earlier. It's low-key too many people becoming enlightened. Like, it's too many people becoming enlightened, so people are learning how to get past this system. Like think about something like the Bitcoin. It's like, damn, would you have ever imagined when you were still in high school that someone would...
Nothing, I'm sorry. I'm mad about the Bitcoin stuff. I knew about it early, and
you wanted on it?
I should do it, but I didn't.
Oh, man.
Early, through Reddit. That's it.
Okay, that boy on that Reddit.
Yeah.
I don't really know about Reddit like that, I ain't gonna lie.
Neither do I. I have a Reddit page that has nothing on it. Couch Talk. Reddit. Couch Talk. has nothing on there. If you want to go check it out, please do. Let me know what's going on.
But as far as like society goes and political views go, I feel a change coming. Like, it's a big change coming. I don't know what it is exactly, but it's just something about 2020. Like, it's just something about having that clear vision. It's just something different. I just feel it.
What do you think that is?
Like, what, the year 2020?
Yeah. Like, what do you think's gonna happen?
Well, Kanye's gonna run for president now. Nah, I don't.
He might.
He might though. He might.
I mean, he can. I can. You can.
might,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
It's not that hard.
But
do it.
but yeah, so 2020 is just, for me personally, I feel like I'll be reached a clear understanding of most things where I can maneuver and actually get to where I need to be. Because I believe that every man's supposed to make $1 million before he's 25.
Good luck.
spend it, and then make it again by the time he's 30. So with that being said, like there's a lot of different moves that you got to learn and a lot of different things that you got to take under your belt, like for real, and gain that knowledge to become adults while we can. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and then that's how we advance. That's how we get stronger. That's what we got to do.
Damn, dude. That's such a ambitious way of looking at life. I wish I looked at life like that.
Don't do that.
I was 22.
Don't do that.
What do you mean?
Don't ever wish, like,
I mean, I'm 25.
Like.
I can't be 22, so it's impossible. I'm just saying, it would be cool. It'd be cool to go back. It'd be cool to go back and like have those aspirations. You know?
Yeah, it's just a certain thing. Like, I'm just beginning to eliminate certain words out of my vocabulary, like wish, can, if, things like try. Yeah, like can.
I can.
It's not can.
Can't.
Like can't. Yeah, can't.
Can't.
Sorry, like.
Okay, I was like, you can.
Like, and like add will. Like a lot of people don't say will, like they will do something. Or
right.
Will, like, you know what I'm saying? They don't put a stamp on it. Like most people like to say try, but when you say try, well, a dude. One of my biggest inspirations, one of my mentors, Mr. Ronald. Shout out Mr. Ronald and Short Fat. Like,
Short Fat.
Yeah, that's one of my little homies named Trey.
Shout out Short Fat.
He in college right now playing football.
Ooh,
you know what I'm saying? So that's pretty fucking cool.
That's so sick, dude.
Yeah. So
good for you, Trey.
Yeah.
Short Fat. Keep doing your thing.
So with Mr. Ronald, he used to always tell us that trying is a preconceived notion to fail.
Ooh.
So if you try, you're already cutting yourself short 50%. You're already cutting your chances in half by saying you're going to try. You're already making it okay to fail by saying that you're trying versus you're going to do it and you're going to do your best at it. You get what I'm saying? You're putting your stamp on it. You're speaking it into reality. The law of attraction has no choice but to give you what you're putting into it. The universe has no choice but to return your favor. You're telling it, bro, I'm going to do this shit. It got no you going to do that shit. Like, it's that simple. It literally works that simple.
I just have to, like the law of attraction is as much a law as me saying the law of perpetual fake news or something. Like, it's not an actual law.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. I get what you're saying. I think there's truth to it, but I don't think the universe has to give it back to you.
That's very true. When I say have to, that's me speaking into existence so strongly that I'm believing that it will. Like, that's all that is. Don't trust me. I know the universe. Nah.
Like, I wouldn't dare say that's the wrong way to think. I'm just saying, like, if I'm gonna be a person who's always plays devil's advocate and pick everything apart, I would say I don't know if like it has to. You know what I mean?
I get what you're saying. I believe that too. Yeah,
like
I have to play that role too. So because it gives you a different view on life. Like you can't stay in that one box the whole time.
I believe that the energy you put out attracts other energies of the same. Now, so if you're being a negative shit bomb, you're gonna attract negative shit bombs. You know what I mean? But if you're like being a positive pussy pounder, then like that's also what you're gonna attract. You know what I mean? It's weird how it works like that. And there's so much evidence for it. Like, it's anyone who knows, like, if you smoke weed and you're looking for weed, like, you can find weed.
You're gonna find it.
It's just the way it is. Simple. You identify with another person.
Oh, he high.
Right. It all works out.
He served. Like you just
it happens,
it's just crazy.
Dude.
It's weird. It's like it becomes a culture to your eyes. Like,
you learn to
way it's like you learn to see. Like,
that's a better way to say it.
Truly see. You learn to see. Like, it's weird. Like, because like our perspectives are different. Like, that's why I love being able to come to stuff like this, because our perspectives on life, the way we grew up, and we in different generations as well.
Yeah.
So it's for us to be able to connect knowledge wise. You know what I'm saying? Like, bring our things together, because notice everything I say, you don't agree with it. It's not gonna be 100%. You're gonna have your butt head moments. Like, okay, well, I see what you're saying, but at the same time, you still understand that, okay, yeah, it has to be some intertwining going on, because I understand that you're right. Like, you get what I'm saying? So
yeah, I think like me and Easy's generation, we're like the last ones to not have technology as the standard. Not as the standard.
I gotta show.
You know what I mean? Like, when we were growing up, like it was not like a normal thing to have a cell phone. Like that was like, oh shit, I got a cell phone. Like yes, you know.
Really?
What I mean? Yeah, dude. Some people didn't get cell phones.
It really wasn't like that for
dude,
me.
Some people weren't allowed to get
school.
a cell phone till they were fucking 16. Like,
yeah, I didn't get one until like 10th grade.
Shout out Kelly J.
Yeah.
Kelly Jensen, dude. She couldn't get a cell phone until she was 16 or something like that. Like, it's just like,
sheesh.
It was a different thing, dude. Like, it was different. Like,
it was exclusive. It was more exclusive.
Right. And we had video games and all that shit, but we were outside all the time. Like, I'm not saying y'all aren't outside playing. I don't know. But, like, I was outside playing every day and not for, like, an hour. Like, I would wake up in the fucking morning. If, like, it was summer, dude, me and my friends would wake up in the morning and we'd all do our shit, like, eat breakfast, whatever, and then, boom, we're all hanging out. And it's until we had to go home. And if it rained, then, yeah, we'd all go play video games. But it was never a thing for all of us to sit inside and play video games. Like, that never fucking happened. Like, we were always outside. And not everyone had a fucking video game set. Like, and I grew up in a nice neighborhood. It wasn't like, it wasn't a money thing. It was just not
just
normal.
Didn't have it.
It wasn't like everyone had a fucking video game. You know what I mean? Like,
that's fine, yeah.
Yeah, so we had it, but we didn't have it like as the standard.
As the standard, yeah.
You got it. You know, you're the first ones to get it as the standard.
But y'all end up getting it.
Right,
y'all
we get it now.
But y'all got it in like adult mode.
Yeah,
like, y'all
exactly.
got it in like adult minded. Like,
right.
We got it as like
I think we
kids
look
in a
at
way.
it as way more fascinating in a way. Just it's a little bit more like, holy shit. Because I remember when there weren't cell phones, dude. Like, sure, there were cell phones, but not like normal people. Like, I remember
the
like
dial phone like this.
Yeah, dude, I still remember my fucking house phone from being a kid, 904-737-6984, because I had to know it. Because it's not like that was the number to the house. I didn't have a cell phone or anything like that. That was my house number. That was the only way to get a hold of my family.
I ain't had a house phone in years, but
No one has a house phone.
ain't nobody got no house phone.
No
Get
one.
on the internet and the household at the same time.
We grew up with
That's how we
pagers.
grew up.
Damn.
You couldn't be on the internet. That's amazing.
Yeah.
You couldn't be on the internet and on the phone at the same time. So true. Crazy. Just to be
Damn.
chatting on AIM with your friends, little instant messaging. You couldn't do that.
Yo, then you get a phone call. Your shit disconnect.
Yeah, disconnect. or you would decline the call and
Hey.
they would lose the call. And my dad had a wallpaper company who his office was the house phone, so they're calling. And it's actually right here. Look at this. Yeah, CJ's Custom Wall Coverings, 4711 Briarwood Road. That's the house I grew up in, off of Craven, right behind Beauclair Road. You want to know what's super crazy? I fucking was driving through my old neighborhood just to see it. This was like a year ago, and there was a cop parked in my like driveway. Like, he lived there and he was outside with his family, and it said, you know how it says their name on the outside of the car? It was Couch, Officer Couch. Okay, and I was like, I pulled up and I was like, hey, are you Officer Couch? And he was like sketched out. Like, I think he for a second seriously thought he was about to get like killed by somebody for being a cop, dude. It was weird. He looked scared. And he was like, yeah? And I was like, I'm CJ Couch. I grew up in that house. Like, I was born in that house. And he's like, oh, I heard about you. Like, because the people across the street and a couple people from the cul-de-sac still live there.
Mm-hmm.
And they told him that another Couch, like, built that house and shit. And it's just, isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Like, another person with the last name Couch who I'm not related to.
Nah, you
in.
related to him. You just don't know.
Maybe. I'm not related to Tim Couch. Remember him? Or are
Who's
you
that?
too young? He's too young for Tim Couch.
Bruh, I feel like, bruh, see, it's one of them things like,
Cleveland Browns quarterback.
oh yeah, see, shit, I'm not a football guy. See.
What's your flavor?
Mocha latte.
What's your favorite sport?
I ain't gonna lie to you. My favorite sport is basketball. Like, basketball is so like fascinating to me. Like,
It is so fun to watch.
It's so fun. Like, it really is. Like,
It is so fun to
show how you, because even though basketball has a standard, the degree that you can bend that standard is off the chain.
What do you mean by that?
Like okay, the standard is point guard, pass, dribble move, get to the basket. No. You got niggas out nowadays rocking niggas down to the point where they're falling. They're falling down.
People are ridiculous.
And needing
Kyrie
help
Irving
to get
is
up.
so
like,
nasty, dude.
And they get, yes, like Kyrie Irving. Like perfect,
So
like
nasty.
you get taught in practice, you need to dribble, boom, shoot, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Catch, shoot. No. You got Curry off some crazy ass shit. 1 foot backwards. Damn near throwing the ball behind his head backwards. Like, people are bending the standard. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, LeBron is off the fucking chain. KD is off the fucking chain. Like, he's a fucking giant. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just raw.
It's so insane.
It's just raw how unique it can get.
How many good basketball players there are right now.
It's that, and what I like about it the most, one person can stand out. See, most other sports is usually about the team, except baseball and tennis, like, and golf.
Dude, baseball's, I think, more about the team.
I mean, it's more about the team, but shit, if you averaging like 11 home runs a damn season, I mean, shit,
dude,
like, you doing something.
Dude, one player cannot make that much of a difference on a baseball team because he only gets to bat. He's guaranteed to bat 4 times a game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if you have all shitty players and no one's on base, he can only get you 4 runs at best. That will never happen. No one will ever hit even 1 home run every game. That, like, 60 home runs is fucking insane. Incredible.
They have 60 games?
162 games.
Okay, they had the longest season. That's where they get paid the most.
So think about this. There's 162 games where you're batting at least 3 times a night. At least 3.
Okay.
Well, at least 4. I'm pretty sure. I think it doesn't matter. And there's 162 games times 3, let's say, and to hit 60 home runs is fucking incredible, and only been done like, probably under 30 times in the history of baseball.
Damn, really? Is that deep?
Yeah, it's that hard, dude. So a player can't make that much of a difference. Like, you have to have a good team all around. Like, the player can't have the ball hit to him every time. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And there's no pitchers that are also home run hitters, So it's not like there's someone who can go dominate on the mound. And even if you're like an amazing pitcher, like you're the best pitcher of all time, you only can pitch. You're in a starting rotation. So you're number 1. Then there's the number 2 guy, number 3, number 4, and then it goes back to you.
So how do they do that? They rotate every inning, or
no? They every game. So like the starting pitcher comes in, he kills it for as long as he can, and then a relief pitcher comes in, and then the closer, ideally. Sometimes someone goes the entire fucking game. They're just killing it. They're in the zone.
That's fine. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes they only last 1 inning. You know what I mean? Anything can happen. It's crazy. Baseball's a lot. I think, to me, the most team oriented, just because there's not much, like, you have to have people doing shit for you to really capitalize. Like, you have to have someone on base.
Everybody gotta be moving. Yeah.
Yeah, if you, like I said, you go up there, you hit 4 home runs, but no one's on base. Like, you're gonna lose a lot of games if you only score 4 runs. So it's just weird. I don't know. Baseball is also super fucking boring if you're not into it.
Yeah.
Like, I love it, and I used to pitch, so I love watching pitching. But like, to a random person to just get into it, good luck.
That shit is crazy. And then the fact that they do that long of a game for 162 games.
Mm-hmm.
That is a long ass season, boy. God damn, y'all playing all year.
162 games is fucking crazy, dude. That is so crazy. I mean, they're out there. That's almost, there's 3.
Not doing nothing.
Dude, it just depends. Like,
nigga, that's half the year.
Dude, if you're playing center field, you're doing shit. If you're playing shortstop, you're doing, like, they're doing shit, dude. I'm telling you. Like, you're out there. If you're good, you're doing shit. Yeah. If you're not good, you're not going to be doing shit. You're going to go up there, you're going to fucking strike out. You're going to ground out. You're going to get on base maybe every now and then because you get a hit, but if you're good, you're doing shit. You're running around. You're fucking stealing bases. You're alert. You're making plays. You're running to every ball, because basically the thing is you need to be so plugged into it. It's mental because there's not that much going on. You know, it's so hard to even hit a baseball. So, and then the chance of the ball coming in your vicinity too, it's rare. So like, but when it does, it's detrimental if you fuck up because it's so rare. When it happens, you can't fuck up. So you need to be paying attention because if you fuck up, like, that's going to cost everybody because now you have that runner on base. And if this guy hits a home run, it's 2 runs now. And that's a big deal, you know? So it's not one where, boom, you can just hit another home run and now we're tied up. It's you got to hit a home run. You got to score another run, you know? So if you fuck up, it's all on you. You do this 162 games a year. You're in the pros. You don't make a mistake. Mm-hmm. So they're paying attention. You're mentally drained at the end of a game. No pressure. Because you're watching every single fucking thing happen. And it's just like in basketball. You know, it's so high intense. Sure, to some people it's like, oh, well, when they break it to half court, they're just standing there, you know? No, you're running around, you're getting to different spots, you're looking, you're constantly like thinking and paying attention, you know? It's just like all sports, dude. They're all fucking mental. Do you feel like you're, I don't know, are you like super conscious of your mentality, of what's going on in your head?
I'm conscious of it.
You try to be mindful?
I'd agree with that. I'm very conscious of it. Mindful of what exactly? Just myself? Or
like, I don't know, mindful of what you're doing, like
in life?
Like the way you're thinking. Are you like, I don't know. Do you try to be like super self-aware of everything that you're doing? Or do you just do things?
No. I really just do shit. Like,
see, that's cool. I'm the total opposite.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't really be overthinking shit. Like, it's getting to the point where I trust my instinct so much and my gut so much that it's off the chain. Like, I'll just do shit. I know it's gonna come back. I already know. Like, I can feel it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's energy. I learned energy. Like, that's what I've been studying for so long. And it's not even through a book or anything like that. It's through the fields of the earth. Like, it's crazy. It's different. And now that I know energy, I ain't gonna say I know it. Like, I just know it. But now that I understand it a little bit more. I grasp the concept of energy. Now I can move about life at a more safer pace. Like, even though I'm still moving the same speed, my energy is aware. Does that make sense?
Yeah. You try to be more like conscious of like the energy you're putting out. Do you also try to be more conscious of the energy that you're like taking in? Very. You have to be. Even though sometimes it's not even a choice. So did you like cut out certain types of music, certain things to watch?
Had to.
What was it? What are some of the things you cut out?
Oh shit. Man, one of my favorite artists, man, from high school, man, was Eminem and Hopsin. Those were my two dudes I used to stay listening to them. But if you notice, like, well, if you knew me, well, now that I'm out of high school, I don't listen to them anymore. And because I noticed that they were feeding too much negativity to my mind. They were corrupting, like, and they were, like, taking up too much cachet. You know, the little cache in your phone? Like, your mind is like a storage bank. You have to delete all the extra clutter that you're not using and that you're not tapping into and that you really don't need no more. You have to get rid of that. You have to clear that out to make room for more things. And that's how I feel like Eminem and Hopsin were kind of like doing for me. Even though, don't get me wrong, I went to go listen to the new Hopsin album and the new Eminem album. You know what I mean? I'll go dab in it, but it's not something I'm listening to regularly anymore. Right. Because it's bringing too much negative. Even if it's about positive, it's the way you're presenting it in a negative way. You're adding negative connotation to something that's supposed to have a positive output. Yeah. So it's like the intention is good, but the action is bittersweet. It's one of those things.
Yeah, I totally understand. What are you listening to, though? Like, what are you listening to now instead?
Oh, man. I listen to Willow. Like,
I don't know who that is.
Willow Smith. Jaden Smith. You know Jaden? Jaden Smith? His sister. Will Smith. Will Smith, yeah, his kid.
Right,
yeah.
Okay.
I listen to Willow. I know most people going to be like, what the fuck? But, yeah, she be sliding. Like, it really, her music.
What does she do?
Like, she made the song Whip My Hair. Remember that
I
song?
wear my hair.
Yeah, she's not on that type of time like at all. She's more like on like ballads, like opera type singing.
Whoa.
Like this type stuff. Yeah.
Damn.
Like, with straight acoustic type, like harp type music, like with strings, things with strings, like real airy type sounds. Yeah, it's very different.
Damn.
You'll really have to like step into it. Like my 3 albums that I listen to that I got in rotation right now.
Okay, yes.
Is Sire by Jaden Smith. Shout out Jaden.
This man giving all his money to the Smith family.
Yeah, it's the first. It's the first by Willow, her album, and Saha the Prince. No dope on Sundays.
No dope on Sundays.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's really weird. You can kind of like see where my mind is consciously if you really in depth listen to those albums. They kind of teach you that I'm kind of like I'm trying to be success. Not even trying. I'm being success oriented. You know what I'm saying? Being positive, like constantly. You know what I'm saying? Still allowing myself to open my mind and my quote unquote third eye, because everybody's like dragging out the phrase now, so I don't even really say it no more. I don't even say that shit no more. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like real in depth, like, you know what I'm saying? Thought about things, like when I'm by myself, of course, not through action, like when I'm going about my day doing things, but like when I'm like just sitting back and I'm really grasping on things and I'm really like connecting the dots on things. So yeah, that shit's so raw. You should really give them a listen now, like for real. It'll change,
I need to
change your mind.
I love listening to podcasts. I'm such a podcast nerd, dude. Like when I drive around, I listen to podcasts. Every now and then.
That's fine. Because it's like you got that thing that connects with you. It sticks with you. Like that shit is so fire. And especially that you do it regularly, you have no choice but to be stupefied. You're going to be because
I just examine it all the time.
Yeah, exactly. And you naturally, because you're a good talker. You're a great talker. Like,
thank you.
Because to me, this shit's been interesting the whole time. Like the whole time, I'm like, oh shit, like what the fuck? I told you.
I told you. You're like, what are we gonna talk about? I said, I can't tell you because I have no idea. I don't know.
Yeah, we just do it. Like,
we're just gonna
do
talk.
See, and this helps me out because with Vision Media, we're doing interviews now.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And shit like that.
Yeah, I've seen. Okay, yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
Right. So I've seen that, right?
Yeah. So what I'm working on now currently.
I want to be on there. Come on, what the fuck?
That's what I was just finna see. Just they gotta trust me. Goddamn. You gonna come on, CJ? Like, goddamn. Yes. So, but the thing is, I'm trying to I'm finding my niche in it, trying to find ways to be more creative, make them pop. You know what I'm saying? That it'll get more watch time versus watches. You see what I'm saying? So people will watch it longer versus just clicking, oh, yeah, that's fine. All right, bro, I'm going.
Yeah.
They'll want to watch that shit the whole time, like The Breakfast Club.
Right.
I will watch Breakfast Club interviews all day long until, like, for real. Because they're so interesting. Because it's 3 of them. It's 3 of them. They're constantly researching. When one of them talking, if you peep, another one will research. And then another one will be, like, looking at their Instagram or their Twitter or something like that. Like, following up to really catch up with what they talking about. So then they keep it centered around them versus letting it get off topic. And it's very interesting because that's how they can put those very in-depth titles and be like, oh, this is about this. Because they center it, they make it about that. And that's what I'm trying to do now.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to just be like, oh, yeah, come on, bro. You know, I'm still going to like have my questions about helping the community. You know what I'm saying? How you going to reach out? What's your marketing like? How you going to brand better? Things of that nature. Yeah, I'm going to have them type of questions. But my main focus now is like going to be on them. Like, you know what I'm saying? About them. Like keep popping questions about them. So,
yeah. Yeah, dude, The Breakfast Club, like anytime there's like a really successful podcast, like Chris Hardwick, the dude, you know that show At Midnight on Comedy Central?
Haven't heard of it.
Or like, did you watch Breaking Bad?
Yes.
You know that show that came on after Breaking Bad, the talk show about it?
No.
Okay, well, if you saw him, you would know him. But he has a really successful podcast. I don't necessarily like it, but I listen to it to try to like, you know what I mean? He's not bad. Don't get me wrong. I don't know. It's not like my style, but it's super successful. So like, you know, you try to like pick things from that. So like, that's what I would do if I were you. Just like whatever the big successful things are, pick what you like from it and don't copy it, but just like keep that in the back of your head and always be doing like, to me, just be who you are because you're cool as shit, dude. So like I get having like preset questions and everything, but like I just think that like you're so cool and shit that you could just like talk to people and make it super interesting. You know what I mean?
Make it flow.
Right. Like, have those questions, you know what I mean, about that shit. But, like, I would focus more on, like, super interesting, random shit about that person.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, maybe try to make them cry or something. You know what I mean? Like, you know, because, you know, you get it. Because it's not like the entire... Are you going to be doing a thing where... You every part of the interview is filmed, or is it gonna be like cut up?
It's gonna be cut.
Yeah,
it's gonna be like, you know what I'm saying. Like,
so dude,
keep up with it, yeah.
You can like slow play and just have this long drawn out thing that turns into like just this 10-minute super and like deep ass part with this person or something. You know what I mean? And then also have all the, because they need to promote themselves too, obviously. But I don't know. Like, just take everything that you like. Do whatever you want, obviously. But I would just think of those things in the back of your head. I wouldn't try to, like, necessarily apply them. Because at the end of the day, like, that already exists. So just do whatever you want because that doesn't exist yet. Like, exactly what you would do doesn't exist. You know what I mean? Like, it can't. So just make it exist. And make it your own thing.
Okay.
Because you don't have to do anything. You know what I mean? There's not like a question that you have to ask. You know? So you can do whatever the fuck you want, dude.
That's real shit. Because I've been really feeling that way lately. Like, I've been really feeling like at the end of 2017, like, I feel like I was trying to, like, I don't want to say mimic. It's not really mimic or copy, but I was trying to follow in too many footsteps, per se. Then once I got myself out of that groove and I really just did my own thing, a lot more people started paying attention. A lot more people started like following what I do. You know what I mean? Like,
you do your own thing. It's appealing to people, dude. Because when you do your own thing, inevitably it will resonate with people and they can relate to it because you're a real person, they're a real person, they get it. And then also the things that they can't resonate with, that they don't understand, are unique. Because it's you. It's your unique thing. So they look at it and they're like, oh my God, that's so fucking cool. Like, it's so unique. You know what I mean? Like, I don't do that. I wish I did. Or that'd be cool if I did. You know? And that's why, like, there's super successful people just because they do unique shit. You know what I mean? Like, Joe Rogan's podcast is such a big deal because he has unique conversations with people. He's not having a conversation with someone where you just ask the same bullshit ass questions. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, like, if you're having an artist on, they've been asked these questions over and over and over and over. And for some reason, it's like a standard to ask a rapper who his, you know, favorite rapper is. And,
fuck
all this
that,
shit.
man.
Like, fuck that, dude.
Yeah,
like,
real
fuck
shit. Fuck
that shit, dude. Or this one. What other types of music outside of your genre do you listen to? Like, fuck that, dude. Why would anyone give a fuck about that? Like, we should just be talking about real shit, dude. That's what's appealing, and that's why podcasts are destroying everything. Yeah. And, like video interviews. Because people are done with that bullshit, dude. They just want to see some, like, awesome, unique content. And the only thing that is unique, guaranteed... Damn, we just lost the fucking YouTube video part. My SD card just filled. It's okay.
Oh, man.
It's all right.
I thought I did something by moving the mic.
No, you're freaking out. Nah, but fuck, I guess it's fucking over. Damn it.
Oh, you record them now?
Yeah.
Oh, man, ain't that a bitch?
That sucks, dude.
It's all good, though. I appreciate it, though. It was
a fucking fire episode.
It was fire. I was literally... I'm coming back. I don't give a fuck. I'm coming back. I got way more to say.
Let's just keep going. Fuck it.
All right, fuck it. We'll keep going.
Yeah. Sorry,
I got a lot I can
YouTube
say.
people. You're going to be looking at a black screen.
I ain't got a lot in the bank.
You're going to be looking at a black screen while listening to this fire. But I have no idea what we were saying. About to pull this Jeep and reset for a little second here. Daisy is completely passed out, laying down in her little dog bed in Couch Talk Studios. Easy's in the building.
Yeah.
And we are just having a great time here on this Saturday evening at 11:25 p.m.
Even though it's supposed to be Monday the 12th.
You're listening on Monday the 12th, you motherfuckers. Wednesday's episode 208 will be with Easy. Easy always comes with the fire, you know that. So it's going to be a great episode. And it's going to be after flag football, where me and Mr. Easy will be covering each other. He'll be guarding me. I'll be guarding him.
Ooh.
And it's going to be a bloodbath. It's going to get crazy out there. And I'm going to be shitting all over him. So I can't wait. I just can't wait to score.
On the Cedric Groomes podcast, you heard it here.
Couchstradamus prediction.
So they're going to give us the stats. Don't forget to get the stats from that. God damn
it. So, what do you think? What do you think needs to happen, like in 2020? What do you think, like the best case scenario as someone for president would be? We got people laughing out there. Dylan and his fucking little love girl out there laughing, having fun.
Some crazy shit.
Enjoying life. Makes me sick.
I thought that was an ass. So, this is what I think. This is what I honestly think. I don't think it should be no more presidents.
Oh, yes. Me neither, dude.
Yeah.
What do you think there should be, bro?
There should be, how can I say this? Like, there needs to be more love.
Word. But how does that happen?
It needs to be more love.
But what's going to happen? Like there shouldn't be a president, but there should be love, bro.
It shouldn't be because a president is contractual. Like, someone wrote on a contract so he can be in this office.
Right.
Contracts were signed, like those little vote cards, those are contracts. If you that's how I feel about love. Like, if you notice, everybody that I do business with, I don't write contracts because it's out of love. Like, I'm doing it, you know what I'm saying? There's love behind it. Mm-hmm. I feel like as soon as I sign the contract, it's no longer love because you don't trust me.
Right. Ooh. Well, I'll tell you this. You shouldn't trust everybody, dude.
Nah, that's very true. Yeah. That's also very true.
Especially that you're working with. Because there's people that are straight, don't give a fuck, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, there are people that do not give a fuck. And that's dangerous.
Yeah.
You know?
I believe in that, too.
Some straight fucking evil people, dude. That just want to do whatever it fucking takes. But, I mean, you're not dumb. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like you get it. You get what's going on.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah, I get it. I know. Like, I can, like I said, bro, it's energy. Like, you can't hide it. Like, there's nothing you can't. It's one of them things. Like, you can kind of conceal it for slightly, but as soon as you get to talking, it's gonna come out because it comes with that. Mm-hmm. What comes with it is a part of everything you
can
do.
Feel the energy.
Yeah, do everything. It's crazy. Like, it's a whole nother world.
It's there.
Yeah.
So, do you like doing photography or videography?
I actually like doing both, but I'm getting to the point where I'm realizing it's a certain look that I want for video structure.
What is that?
And I actually want like a more cooler, like, type. I want it to be glossy but dark. Like, that's my favorite like look. And I feel like it's at a point where I can't achieve. Well, I'm not gonna say I can't.
Yeah,
I want to take a better chance at achieving those things with this specific equipment that I'm acquiring soon. But photography is that shit. Like, photography is the shit. But videography, I do that shit too. Mm-hmm. I be doing like events and shit. But when it comes to like music videos, I'm gonna pick back up on it very soon. It's something I've been slacking on very lately because I'm just not. I haven't studied enough in it yet. I haven't researched enough. I feel like I just eagle dived into it like head first without actually like studying, like for real researching into it. And I feel like I got to step back a little bit and then I'll do it again. Like when I actually grasp enough knowledge in it, practice enough, like actually become successful in it to my standard. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't feel like I achieved that yet. Photography, yeah, that shit.
You killing it.
Yeah, that shit. Because I worked at Katie Studios. Well, I worked at Katie Studios, so.
Yes.
So that kind of like, it gave me like an edge, like, cause they taught me some shit I never would have learned. I'm not going to school for this shit. I learned this shit from goddamn YouTube and Katie Studios. I'm not going to college for this shit. Nigga, fuck that. Like,
You don't need to go to college anymore.
I'd rather hire somebody to just like, print me out the papers to say I went to school. But that's something different.
Ooh, wow, yeah.
So yeah, like it gets deep. Like you get all type of shit.
That's some real shit right there.
So
that's deep.
But yeah, but video, like I said, bro, you know what I'm saying? Don't forget about me, goddamn. Well, if you have, you know what I'm saying, just be prepared to be awakened again. Like, trust me, I got it's a lot of things coming. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
It's a lot of things coming. Okay. Just keep the faith.
Hey, Easy. Can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you host for me while I smoke a cigarette?
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. Come on, sit in the captain's chair, sweetie. Me and Daisy are gonna smoke a cigarette.
Let's do this. I got some questions.
All right.
This is
CJ going outside to smoke a cigarette.
This is actually a secret test where I'm testing you to see how good of a host you are. Because you need to start a podcast.
Yo, what's happening? This is Easy Cast.
Okay.
And I'm stepping in as like the celebrity host because that's what we do around here. And here with my man Said, what's up, player?
What's up, Easy, man? You got Cedric in here.
My dog.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
What's up, Easy, man? Because, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't know Easy that long, but it's like the love I got for this nigga is crazy. Like,
bruh.
I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. It's weird. Like,
That's real.
It's weird. It's really weird. It's
That's
like
real.
it's a lot of people. I don't really connect with people that fast,
G-shit,
like on some
G-shit.
real shit, bro.
I agree.
Because the first time I had met you, like we was at a fucking show, like, damn, what show we was at?
It was something at the Birdhouse.
It was something at the Birdhouse, but
Yeah.
then when I really had got in tune, like talking to you, was Flash. I had we was at a pop-up shop,
Yeah.
and we went to go sit in your truck, and we were smoking.
Yes.
Yeah,
I remember that now.
And that
Yeah.
shit was crazy. I was like,
remember
oh
that
shit.
now.
And so that's when we had really connected. We kicked it off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, G-shit.
That's when we really started trading energies for real.
Yeah.
'Cause we were like in each other's, you know what I'm saying,
and
presence a lot
yeah,
more.
definitely.
Then, you know what I'm saying, things moved up. We got the place. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Started linking up a shit ton more. And then shit. This is
from
where we
there.
at. Shit.
Definitely, bro. Definitely, man. Yeah, it's real though. Cause actually, I was thinking about that the other day, man. I don't know who I was talking to. Just how that's like, I'm like, man, it's so important for us to stick together, dog, because we all got like a common goal, even though it's not the same goal in the same arena as each other per se, but like we all got a common drive and a common ambition. You know what I'm saying? And a common like this entrepreneurship spirit that we're trying to, that we are pushing. Mm-hmm. So it's cool, bro, because like I said, I didn't know what to expect. You know what I'm saying? When I first met y'all, I'd seen how y'all moved and all that stuff, like with artwork and all that stuff. And then, meeting Flash, and then, bruh, it was really
shout out artwork.
Yeah,
You know
shout out to y'all boys, man. It's cool, bro. It's like it's really a family atmosphere, man. And so it's been a minute since I seen y'all boys, so it's good to see you here, bro.
Mm-hmm.
This is like completely by surprise. I ain't expecting to see him here. You know what I'm saying? This just kind of happened. So to all the people out there in podcast land, this was not planned. We just kind of come together like
This
that.
was not planned.
You know what I'm saying? But I did want to ask you, man. I know you were speaking about being more aware of your energy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying, and things like that, and going forward and speaking things into existence. I can definitely relate because recently I had a period of time where. So at first I was really heavily in tune into that, and then I kind of fell off and lost my way just going through different shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It kind of you just get so clouded with what you're going through. You're so trapped in your own thoughts. You're not living, you're thinking all the time because you're just going through so much shit. You're not even present. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a big thing in life that's what it sounds like to me. You've worked on is being present in life. You know what I'm saying? Not
actually being in the moment, not constantly thinking about the moment.
Exactly, bro. Because that tends to, I noticed that in me, it would throw things off. I wouldn't be conversations wouldn't flow like they would, or music creatively wouldn't flow like I was. So I wanted to ask you about that. Like, how did you kind of get to that point?
Shit. It's actually been a journey for me. I'll talk about it a little bit. It's actually been a little journey. When I was in high school, like, I used to be a dick. Yeah, I used to be a dick. Like, I got picked on throughout all of school, all school, like elementary, middle school, high school, all that shit. Like, I was picked on through all that shit. It kind of formed me into like this narcissistic, like type,
interesting,
like asshole, like.
That's interesting to me.
Real.
You would think you'd do the opposite.
Yeah, you think,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, so
Very interesting. Yeah.
I was in that little phase for a good little while. You know what I'm saying? And what I noticed about that phase, I began to attract people of similar energy. And when I noticed when I began to change my ways, a lot of those people are no longer here.
Got you.
Literally about 97% of those people are no longer here on a constant basis.
Damn.
Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, when you really change your mind and change your output, like, the world has no choice. That's what I was saying earlier. But so I used to be a dick or whatever, and went through ups and downs. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have no appreciation for shit. Like, I just didn't give a fuck about nothing. Like, it was just crazy. Like, I didn't really understand how much I was losing, because as a kid, bro, my mom was spent at least $1 million on me.
Holy shit! Whoa!
I will not lie to you.
Wow.
And
that's a whoa
in
shit.
my life, I know for a fact.
G shit.
She done spent over $1 million. Like, it's just crazy. Like, I just been blessed. You know what I mean? Like, so much. And then now I feel like I'm being blessed in the way that I'm learning to work towards things. Like, now, you know what I'm saying? Versus like the basis of just them being given to me.
Got you.
Like, type shit. But anyway, so let me stop getting off track. So, to being a dick or whatever. So eventually I started going through things that started biting me in the ass. I'm like, damn, why do I keep getting bit? But then I never realized that it was because of what I was putting into the world.
Got you.
So the person, it actually was a few people. It was a long time. I really got on this type of time probably 1.5 years ago. Like, but it's really been in full effect at the end of last year because of some recent events, like stuff happened to me. You know what I'm saying? I got arrested before. So
wow. Okay.
I've been arrested.
Yeah. That'll definitely change things.
So the first time I got arrested, it actually was a situation that had to do with some jewelry shit, like some jewelry being like some grand theft jewelry type shit. So I don't really know what's going on with like
how old were you?
Paperwork and shit. What was it like? I think I was 20.
You
I was 20. I was 20 when this happened. Yeah.
Okay. This is kind of not too long.
I think I was
ago.
19.
Okay.
I was 19. It wasn't too long ago. Probably like 1.5 years, 2 years, something like that. It's been pretty long now. But so that's happened. So I had to go through a whole bunch of shit with that, man. It was crazy. I was actually on probation for a little bit of time. They tried to fuck me over with that.
Damn, bro.
All type of crazy shit. And it's funny because what's funny is I told myself, bro, I'm not finna stop smoking. They got me fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me finish. So my situation was kind of different because the judge was like, hey, man, as soon as he done paying this shit, y'all got to drop him. Y'all got to let him off probation or whatever like that.
Dig.
So basically, my probation officer kept not coming in the office. So they kept pushing the shit back on when I could like turn in my papers to her. But it was her fault because she wasn't there.
Right.
So the next month rolled in because I was on it for like 2 months. So I skipped past the first 2 months because, you know, eventually then they started drug testing you and shit.
How much did you have to pay back? Sorry.
But I don't pay these people about $1,500. Probably $1,500 to two grand. It's been something like that.
$1,500 to $2,000.
To $2,000, yeah. It's been steep.
What the fuck? What'd you steal? Because I fucking owe some motherfuckers for some dog shit from like I'm paying them off this month. It's a total of $3,800.
Man, what the fuck?
Yeah, 2 dogs and their medical bills. From that, my dog Daisy right there. Fuck them dogs up. Poor things. Feel so bad. Daisy just got out one night and fucking, I had no idea. One of my roommates left for work and left the garage door open. And Daisy got out and messed up these 2 dogs.
Oh, she attacking them.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit. So
Ripped their stomachs open.
Oh shit.
And they lived.
You know, dogs gonna do what dogs do.
Oh, man.
Keep it.
Oh, hell no. Get this bitch away from me. You got it.
Oh,
It's not gonna sing.
she's a sweetheart.
I'm gonna have to
But
get
it
auto
needs
on.
to be
Yeah,
done.
goddamn.
No.
I'm sorry. This is some ghetto shit over here. This is so rigged. This is so fucked up. This mic stand sucks, dude.
Hey,
I hate this mic stand.
Yeah, I got this bitch propped on my foot.
Yeah. I need to figure it out. Like, it just sucks because, like, you want to lean back in the couch, but it just makes the mic have to fucking lean so far. You know what I mean?
No.
What do you mean? Like leaning back. Like it's comfortable to lean back, but because the guest has to lean back, that means I have to extend the mic way out.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
And it makes it top heavy. It sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps you could make a contraption where they hang from the ceiling.
Probably. It's actually a really good idea. I mean, I could just do handhelds too. You just hold it.
Mm.
That's an option.
That'd be fun. That'd be kind of fun. That's more.
a
That's
little
more
old
personal.
school, but that'd be dope. I
That's
like
old
that.
school and more
That's-
personal.
Yeah,
It's more personal. Yeah.
I mean, a lot of podcasts do the handheld.
That's pretty cool, yo. Cause this is kind of stiff. But if you could like, I don't know, it just feels different.
It'll make for better like freestyle sessions.
Yeah,
Just saying.
So do you rap?
Bro, how did you know I was about to ask him that? I was just about to ask him a question about his secret music career.
I wasn't know if you were just fucking with me or not.
I was just about to ask.
I'm like so undercover with this shit that it's insane. Like,
You're an undercover rapper?
I undercover do everything. Like, it's crazy. Like,
You an undercover cop, bro?
okay,
You a
see,
UC?
Sometimes.
nah, I ain't on that level. Nah, goddamn, I don't
You
fuck
an
with that
bro?
shit. I don't fuck with that shit. But musically, nah, bro, I really fuck with music. Like, music is deep. Like, I write a lot of music. It's crazy. It's insane. But that's not my focus right now.
Have you ever written for someone else?
Ooh, yeah. I've written for a couple of people. Yeah. But it's one of those things where the songs aren't like manifested as in like mixed all the way type thing. Like they're not ready to be released like type shit just yet. So, but I've written for a couple of people, yeah.
Are you doing all the mixing yourself or is your brother?
Oh, my brother does it, yeah.
That's a good person to have doing it.
Oh, yeah. That's that dude.
What's it like to have him as a brother?
I mean, shit, like, it's D. Like, I mean, shit, y'all don't live with him. I mean, y'all know him as Detour. I mean, it's just funny. Like, I know him as D'Angelo.
So are y'all have the same mom and dad?
We have the same father.
Bro,
Okay.
please tell him the story. Can
We
you
had
like
different mothers.
a brief summary of the story of how y'all met?
You
Everybody-
told me.
Have
You
y'all
told me
told
the
him?
story, but not on the podcast. You told me after the
Everybody.
podcast.
Everybody loves the damn story. So,
Great.
so basically, I didn't know who. All I knew was I had some brothers. Like, you know what I'm saying? I had a couple of brothers or whatever like that. No,
How old are you?
I was like 11, and my mom had just came out, and she told me, "Hey, Cedric, Roosevelt isn't your real dad." I'm like, "Oh shit!"
God damn.
Like, yeah, we were leaving Wendy's like on some crazy shit. Got me full, got me fat and everything. Fooled me up and was like,
He
"Yeah,
said, I'm gonna tell him today.
like, yeah." I'm gonna tell him today. And so
I
she,
got you all pacified.
and so she just like, yeah. Your real dad's this guy named Walter. But that happened when I was like 11. So fast forward all the way, I'm like, I had to be at least 18. I know I was 18 by then. I had to be 18. 17, 18, 19. I was in that range. And so I was always wondering like who the fuck my brother was, or whatever like that. And that, you know what I'm saying? And eventually our father had got out of jail or whatever. And so when he got out of jail the first time, he found a way to contact my mother. It was fine because he left her a letter. He remembered where my grandma stayed, and he left a letter on her porch. And then she read it, and then she passed it to my mom, and then that's how my mom got the number to contact him. So basically what ended up happening was, so some crazy shit. Yeah, so if he wouldn't have remembered where she stayed, we still wouldn't have known where the fuck this nigga was.
I didn't know that part.
Yeah, so that's some other shit. So that's like on my side. Like this on some old Harry Potter shit. Like this shit is crazy. So
You're a nerd, bro. Harry Potter's whack, bro. I'm just playing.
So fast forward. So one day, goddamn, you know what I'm saying? I see who the guy was or whatever. So basically, we get to the gym. So it's me and my stepbrother. I have a stepbrother named Jeremy. Like my mother used to be married to this other guy named Michael. You know what I mean, or whatever like that. He has some kids, and so that's my step. I don't really see them as step siblings, but they're my siblings. And you know what I'm saying? I fuck with them. I have general love for them, like they're my niggas. So we went to the goddamn gym one day, man. So we hooping and shit, goddamn it. And this is one kid that claim I just keep following him or whatever. Like he just getting the attitude, like this nigga just mad as shit. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? So he mad as shit, like pushing me all extra hard and shit. I'm like, man, what the fuck? This nigga need to tighten up, like, or whatever like that. So eventually, like, so he had put his hands, like he was ready to bump. So he like pushed his shoulder into me, like type shit. He was like, bro, you better stop following me before I beat your ass. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? So that's the first infraction. So, but my older brother, he broke it up. He was like, nah, whatever. So I just went and sat on the side, got back up, played again. Yeah. Then it happened again. But this time he walked up on me and I slapped him. So it was crazy. So I was like, yo, the fuck?
Bruh. Slapped his ass?
I slapped him.
God damn.
And then,
what did he do?
He punched me.
Okay.
He punched me, And I was like, oh, shit. Then I punched him back. Boom, boom. Then he punched me. Boom, da. So we just trading blows and shit. But it was like an actual, like, fight. Like, we were actually, like, fighting.
You punching?
Yeah, we were punching, like type shit. Of course, you don't feel it, like, the adrenaline, like. Well, I know I caught his eye a few times, but he definitely caught my eye, like, type shit. But it was crazy. My older brother broke it up again, whatever. He was laughing his ass off because it was
breaking up fights and shit.
Yeah, because to him, he don't know who the fuck the kid is. He to this day, I promise you, he still don't know that's that kid from the gym. Like, cause I haven't, yeah, for real, because he lives in Atlanta now. So he hasn't. So since that, matter of fact, that was the last day I seen him. Wow. Matter of fact, I swear to God, it's crazy how. My brother right, yes, that's what's the crazy part to me, bro. That was like the brink of shit to me, bro. Cause it was like an energy shift in my life, like type shit. Cause I met this new vessel. I'm like, what the fuck, type shit. Come to find out, like nigga, I'm not supposed to be enemies with this nigga. This supposed to be a nigga I'm supposed to help God, and he's supposed to help God me. Like it's crazy as fuck. That's deep. And after we like finally chop shit up, we ain't never talk about it ever again. Like it was funny. Like we talked about it again, like after a couple more times of chilling, like because we was chilling like on and off, like type shit. We weren't really consistent. But I was the person that I told him to download FL, like and shit. Bro, so that's some crazy shit. So to this day, I don't even know if he would have been making beats if I wouldn't have been like, bro, follow this video and download FL. And that nigga been learning that shit ever since and basically became a god at that shit.
So how did you find out that's your brother though?
Oh, goddamn.
So you get into a fight.
Yeah, so we got into the fight, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? So all that said and done, we left the gym, whatever. So my mom calls him one day. She's like, hey, come over. Go to my mom, whatever. You know what I'm saying? She talking this shit. She's like, yeah, man, search this name. Your father say, hey, this your brother. You know what I'm saying? I search him. She said his name D'Angelo. I'm like, D'Angelo character. All right, I search it. You know what I'm saying? I see a picture of the dude I followed to the gym. I'm like, you talking about this nigga? I said it exactly like that to my mom. It was funny. And then she's like, yeah. Because, you know, she in the moment, so she ain't really, like, thinking about what I'm saying. I was like, yeah. She was like, bro, I just fought this kid at the gym. Like not even 2 months ago. I'm dead ass, yeah. That was some crazy shit. And then
so fucking weird, dude.
And what's craziest is that our dad what's even more crazy is that it was meant for us to grow together without his influence, like at first.
Really?
And the reason I say that is because he got out, brought us together, and then got rearrested.
Whoa.
He got arrested again for like another 6 months.
Yeah.
So it really gave us time to grow together. You know what I'm saying? And truly understand each other without his influence. Because if he would have had too much influence, we wouldn't have as much love as we do for each other now. Because ever since then, I've literally been with this man every single day of my life. Like, it's crazy. Like,
So how did y'all end up living together?
Shit, man. Because that shit get deep, man. Because basically, D had ended up getting to a fight with his stepdad, you know what I'm saying, and shit like that. So shit was rough around in his house, so he didn't want to be over there and shit like that. So shit got fucked up. Basically, his stepdad owned the house, like type shit, so he couldn't be there.
Mm-hmm.
So basically told his ass he had to get the fuck out, like type shit. So he went to go stay with his auntie for a little while, you know what I'm saying, and then he was back and forth from there in my house. So eventually we just stayed together in my mom's house. Yeah. Then eventually he was working at Walmart. I was working at my job, you know what I'm saying, as a CNA and shit. We raised up enough money doing all type of activities. We got enough cash. We got a fucking apartment. My best friend Daryl, shout out Herbal Sensei. That's my nigga. But yeah, we pitched our money together. We got this idea. I was like, hey, it's my little brother and my best friend. It don't get no better than that. Like, you see what I'm saying? Awesome. That's the best combination you can get. Like, it was raw as fuck and it just clicked. Yeah. Like, so and then we just end up getting the apartment. So we still there now and shit, but we making big moves. We got houses coming, all type of shit. Like, it's big moves coming from Vision Media.
Hell yeah.
I promise you.
Sick. Well, it's almost midnight here at Couch Talk Studios on this Saturday evening.
Oh, shit. God damn. Yeah. What is the time?
We've been doing it. It's an hour and 45 minutes, basically, of this podcast.
I love it. I'm going to watch it thousands of times.
It's going to be a good watch. Yeah. It's a good listen. The levels are good. It's been very good. It's a good episode. Yeah, conversation was delightful.
Yeah, thank you, bro. For real. Yeah, y'all touched some. I'm glad I got to close with what I got to close with.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
That was a fucking epic ending.
Yeah.
That was good.
So, yeah.
So I'm about to give these listeners their my ending words of wisdom, which is when I take a video, I take a clip from like a television show or a movie or something that I think is dope and I put it. What are your ending words of wisdom?
Oh, mine?
Yeah. What do you got to say?
Oh, shit.
What's your ewow?
It's like, I'm just thinking, I want to say something cool, but I don't want to.
Some dope, deep shit.
Just like I said earlier. Well, I didn't say this earlier, but it's something I'll go by, and you got to make every day successful.
Hell yeah.
If you strive to make every single day of your life successful, you can't fail. Because you're doing it every day.
Yeah.
If you do, and another thing, one more thing. For all the people who listening, this is one of the greatest ideas I came across in my life. It will help you forever. Every day of your life, write down 3 ideas. And no matter what the fuck they are, they may be stupid, they may be funny, whatever. Write down 3 ideas that could potentially make you money. So what's going to happen is every day you write down 3 ideas. By the end of the week, you'll have 21 ideas. In 4 weeks, you'll have 84 ideas. Out of those 84, 5 ideas will be $1 million ideas that will set you for the rest of your life. Another 60% of them bitches going to be $1,000 ideas. But it don't matter because either way it go, you got 84 ideas that you could potentially make cash from. And another thing, with those days, every day of your life, start waking up a whole hour early. You want to know why? Because in 24 days, you'll have a whole extra day on your month. You just saved yourself a whole nother day on your month by just waking up 1 hour early. And that's all I got to say. Just
or
make
stay
use
up
of your
an hour
time.
later.
Yeah, or stay up an hour later. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, real shit, though. But even then,
yeah.
I appreciate you, though, for having me on, though.
That was awesome.
I'm
Thank
definitely
you.
going to get you an interview, goddamn.
Yeah.
Top notch,
Come on, get me on there, bro.
I got you, bro.
Trying to get an interview
We'll
out.
set a date.
No one ever interviews me.
I get you. Matter of fact, I get you in before the end of this month on some real shit.
All right, let's do it.
Next week. Yeah, we'll do
I'm
it.
easy. And
All
this is easy.
I'm actually.
What are your ending words?
Oh yeah, we got Brittany. Goddamn.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Brittany. What's your ewow? What's your ewow? Talking to it. Give it your all. Grab that shit. E-wow. E-wow.
What's that stand for?
Ending words of wisdom. E-wow.
Sorry, guys. I'm thinking about.
Thinking of a master plan.
Not really. Well, maybe. I would just say, just be happy, because I don't even know actually, but mostly just be happy.
Be happy.
'Cause, like, happiness isn't found within other people. It's actually settled into you when you're born and before that. So.
Fuck yeah. So you gotta find it.
No, you just got to see it.
You just
So,
gotta see it.
Every day when you go into
I
the
like
mirror
that.
to brush your teeth, just be like, I'm going to be happy today. And say it out loud throughout the day, too. So.
Beautiful. Thank you. Well done. Well done.
Oh, happy day.
Oh, happy days. Oh, happy days. Easy, what are your ending words of wisdom? You're going to have 2 ending words of wisdom in 1 week.
This is epic. For my words of wisdom, it's always tough, but I'm just gonna leave y'all with just something simple but profound. Live every day like it's your last. You know, strive to be your best, and don't take shit from nobody.
Don't take shit.
You know what I'm saying? Know your worth.
Yeah, don't take shit. I like that.
Don't take shit.
For real. Be your own creator. Goddamn it. Create your own reality.
That's real shit. Great episode. Here is your ending words of wisdom. I'll be right back for the outro. I love you.
There's some sins that you commit that you can't come back from, you know, no matter how hard you try. You just can't, you know, it's like the devil is waiting for your body to quit because he knows in that he already owns your soul. And then I think maybe, you know, there's no devil. You die, and God, he says, nah, you can't come in. You have to leave now. You have to leave and go away, and you have to be alone. You have to be alone forever.
Alrighty, everybody. Those are your ending words of wisdom for episode number 207. That was Tom Hardy in the movie The Drop. I've actually never seen the movie. I just looked up Tom Hardy monologues and found those and thought it was pretty dark stuff there. And sometimes you got to bring the darkness with the ending words of wisdom. Thank you, Cedric Groomes. Yeah, it was a great episode. Episode 207 was a banger, a straight banger. Thank you, Easy, for hosting for me for a little bit. And it was just a great episode. Episode 208 with Easy. It's coming. And it's coming on Wednesday. So you better have your ears open. You better be subscribed. And you better be waiting. Because you know when Easy comes on the podcast, it is a great discussion. Please go to my Patreon page. It is patreon.com/CJ Couch Talk. If you have any money that you would like to donate to me, even if it's $1, that's where I accept donations because I don't have any advertising. I spend money to give this to y'all. I spend $15 a month and, you know, at least $1,500 in equipment. I spent just $1,000 on this MacBook alone. So, you know, if it would be cool if you had extra money to feel like donating, if you just donated it to my Patreon page at patreon.com/CJ Couch Talk. You can also go to the YouTube page. YouTube is up and running. We are going good. Search that Couch Talk. You'll find it. You'll see the logo, and you'll know what's up. You'll recognize. If you're an OL, you'll recognize. If you're one of these NLs, you new listeners, you'll also recognize because you know what's good. You got that Couch Talk vibe already. Go to my Instagram as well if you want to follow me at CJ Couch Talk. And my Snapchat username is CJ Couch Talk. So if you have any questions, comments, insults, or would like to be a guest, email me at cjcouchtalk@gmail.com. This beat was brought to you by Bluff God. Thank you very much for listening, and I'll talk to you on Wednesday. I love you.